Welcome to the Great American Stampin' Show Season 3, Episode 5. I'm Shannon West, and I am so thankful that you clicked on my video today. I cannot wait to show you what I have created. You have landed on a card competition where me and my 3 friends / competitors, Julie, Jody, and Brandy, we bring our best every week and we show you what we've got with our creativity, and then you get to vote with a thumbs up for the card that you like best. So check out my video, check out my card. This is one of my favorite ones that I think I've ever done, ever in my whole life, or at least with the Great American Stampin' Show. And then check out the other 3 videos. The links are in my video description. Now, before I show you what's next, I want to say congrats, Brandy, on winning last week. She had an awesome card. You can catch all the past videos too if you want to. Check out the playlists, or Google or YouTube search for Great American Stamp Show would be great too. All right, should we see what I've got to show you? Let's check it out. Episode 5 of Season 3 brings us to card sketch number 5. That's this little one right here on page 22 of the annual catalog. Throw that out of the way. Here is my sketch, my interpretation of it. It's not exactly like the one in the catalog, but this is my interpretation, right? So, so this is what I'm going with, which makes this piece right here 3 inches wide. So it needs to be cut 3 inches wide by 4 3/4, and then I'll show you how to do little banners like that. This middle piece right here is going to be 3.5 by 2 3/4. And then the little greeting piece, or whatever sort of, I don't know, interesting point you want to put there, 2.5 by 1 1/4. Now I'm giving you all these measurements if you want to stamp along with me or create along with me, or if you like those templates, it will help you interpret them in a way that works. Here's what I'm using on this card. I've got sketched plaid, the, what are these called? Layers of Beauty masks, and then Greetings of the Season stamp set. And in particular, these labels are so awesome. I just got those. I love them. They're amazing. And then here's my color scheme, some pinks and greens. So my inspiration, well, and some more pink. You see this pink here. My inspiration for today's card is a vintage Christmas card. I went to Pinterest and just said vintage Christmas cards, plaid and floral, because in my mind they have both. And so I got some really cool images that helped me to be able to, you know, have the right direction of what to do. So Shy Shamrock down on the sketched plaid. But before I do that, I forgot I want to cut my piece. So this is the piece that is going to be a banner, both sides, and I'm just going to take it and go to the 1.5 point and cut a 1/2 inch down on either side, and 1.5 because it's 3 inches wide. So 1.5 is the midway point. That way I know I'm cutting right in the middle. So then from there, just take my paper snips. I could use my paper trimmer for this, but instead I feel like I have a little bit more control with this, and it's pretty quick. Just take my snips and snip this. Right, this piece is ready. So, you know, doing things a little bit out of order, which is, I guess, normal for me. Let's see. I'm just gonna throw this down right there and just try to make it straight on the plaid. And then I'm just gonna rub over the whole thing because I didn't put it on a block, so it might not be super straight, but you know what? If there's little mistakes on it, that's okay. Oh, but it looks perfect. I'm thinking of this kind of like fabric, to be honest, and sometimes there's little flaws and stuff. Anyway, at this point it needs to be heat set. And the reason that it needs to be heat set is I am going to now color over it with Stampin' Blends. And so I just don't want the green and the pink smearing. So what I'm going to do is draw lines down all of like the big spaces there. And this was an idea I got from a fellow demonstrator who shared a project she made. Audra Monk is her name. I didn't reach out to tell her that I was casing her idea, but the Stampin' Up! Community is awesome. We actually like it when people use our ideas, but I'm actually going to make that one a little bit wider. Now this is light Melon Mambo Stampin' Blend, and I realized using it that this is almost exactly the same color as Polished Pink, which was an in color that's now gone, and I've been so sad that it's gone. Well, I don't have to be sad anymore because look at this. It's like the exact color and I can still use it. Oh, yay, happiness. I mean, of course I could still use it if I wanted to. I could get the ink pad out, but I don't know. I try to use whatever colors are current. I'll just put a little bit down here. There we go. And then can I fit a little bit up there? No, I guess not. Okay, one other little trick I'm going to do. I tried this and it really looked cool, so I thought I'd share it with you too. I'm just going to do a little plus sign across like this, and then I will do it again, blend again with the light color. All right, look at that, how cool that depth is with the crosses there. Now, unfortunately, we're going to cover up most of that when we put this template together, but I still wanted to share that tip because this could be a beautiful focal piece anyway on its own. Like, I mean, this template's pretty fancy compared to the one that we had last week. It was kind of plain, but this one is so fancy. I feel like there's a lot going on. So when I put this piece down, it's going to cover it up, but the pink will still shine through. And this is just, you know, the whole video is meant as inspiration, not the end product. Okay, now I've got this piece right here. I'm just going to take a tiny piece of washi tape to hold this down. I don't want to cover over anything that I'm going to be coloring though. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'll probably have to just hold it with my fingers a lot. So these dies are awesome because they have the numbers on them. So you start with the lightest color and then you just make sure to mark where you put that little caret right there. So I want to make sure to cover over everything. Let's see. On my card template, let's look at that template again. So see this piece, I want to have my sort of space of the roses right here so that I can put that piece. And so let's see, that could work, or this could work, but that's, yeah, see, that's gonna, maybe if I do it like that or like that, then the rose is kind of over here for that piece. There's, you know, you can just kind of move this around to see what you like best as far as, what if I went like that? Okay, I'm glad I kept moving it around because this is where I like it the best. So now I'm gonna take this, my Stampin' Blend, and just mark a little mark where this caret is. And it's easier if you mark at least one of the corners also, and you'll see why. Whoa, my tower of inks just fell over. Okay, first things first, we've got Pretty in Pink. So this one I'm just going to, well, all of them, I'm just going to do kind of a little layer, and you don't have to do like a solid good color. I feel like the best tip, whoops, I just moved it. Oh dear. Goodness me. Oh well, that is what it is. Let's add to it a little bit. What I was going to say, the best tip that I have is to make sure you get the edges of each of the cuts. So if I didn't get the edge really crisp, see, that gives me more of a crisp edge there, but now I've kind of messed it up a little bit. Let's start that over. See, look. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's try one more time. Okay. I think I've got to be a little more careful because my tape is not holding it very well. So I'm going to keep my finger on that. Okay, so get a crisp, a color so that the die cut is crisp, but you don't have to do like a nice solid covering. A variety of color is actually better, I've found. Now, I've seen some others use this and they have like this beautiful solid coverage. That looks great too. It's just not as much my style. Okay, that's Pretty in Pink. Next is going to be Melon Mambo. You know, and I was just saying it's my style, which is what, whoops, let's see, I got to do it around this way. There we go. This is my card for the Great American Stampin' Show, but you know what? You're the one that gets to vote, so you get to decide if you were inspired or if you liked what I had to show you. So, Okay, that was Melon Mambo. Ooh, look at that. See, now it starts to make some really cool effects. And then finally we have this third layer, and with this one I'm going to do Poppy Parade, which is not a super intuitive color to use, but I found that in the vintage photos that I was looking through, it wasn't like super sticky sweet with pink. It was a little more like some pink, and then just I don't know, just different reds and pinks together. And like some peaches too. I don't know. And so I thought maybe Poppy Parade would be a nice nice addition to this to add to the color. Okay, there you go. See, it looks kind of weird right now. To be honest, I'm like all those colors together. But one thing that these set of masks have taught me is that when you keep going, oh my goodness, the results are amazing. So with this one, we're gonna match these up because now we're gonna do some green. And the mint green Shy Shamrock, I think, is what really stands out when looking at vintage Christmas or vintage fabrics, vintage Christmas cards. So I'm gonna just do a little layer of Shy Shamrock. Okay, and that final color is Garden Green. And that one has a lot more yellow in it, so it kind of counteracts the look of the mint and makes it, I don't know, kind of grounds it, I think. All right, there we go. There's our main floral piece. Got all that going. Now we're ready to assemble. If I can keep this ink from transferring to my card, it'll be a miracle. Maybe I'll lick my fingers and wipe them off real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go with a white card. I tried lots of different colors and it just looked kind of funny. All the different colors I tried with everything else that's going on this card. So white card base. And before I put this down, I'm gonna bring my template back into view. Here's the template again. So let's make sure, I wanna make sure that I'm kind of following this as closely as possible. Okay, there we go, putting that down there. Next, I have this beautiful piece, and I am going to back it. So see, I was laying that over there like that, and it kind of gets lost a little bit. So I'm going to back it with some Shy Shamrock also. Okay, so again, another layer of dimensionals. I'm doing all dimensionals, so going to be lots of layers on this card. That's the way I like it. Lots of dimension. Okay, so this one just kind of goes right in the middle of the card. Oh, that's looking good. And then finally, I've already prepared my greeting. So I cut out a piece from Melon Mambo and used the one of the greetings from Greetings of the Season, and one of the die cuts that goes along with it, one of the tags, because see, it cuts a hole in the top, and so I could put that gorgeous ribbon through there. These are only pictured at 85%, so it surprised me how big they were. So watch that when you're buying stamps. And so this one is all ready to go now, but it was bigger than I thought it would be, which was a good thing in this case because my label was quite large. Wow, I'm like pulling, yeah, 2 should probably be enough. Okay, and then this will just kind of go up here to this top corner, and oh, that looks perfect because you still see all the flowers all around. That's looking amazing. My little tag with that pretty in pink ribbon. And the last thing I'm going to do is use a couple of these Tinsel Gems 4-pack. I really wanted to stick with pink. I felt like a lot of the other ones sort of distracted from the pink happiness of this card. And so we'll just leave those. I don't know, I feel like I need more now. Let's get a couple more over here. Maybe one right here. And probably need to put another one up like right here would be good. And there we go. That is my card for episode 5, card sketch 5 of season 3 of the Great American Stampin' Show. What do you think? If you like it, I need that thumbs up so that I can beat my competitors. They're so good. They win almost every week. I mean, of course, it's good. We all we all do great things. We all get a chance to win. But if you like my card, make sure to let your voice be heard and vote for it. That's it. See you next week for the next round. Until then, happy stamping, happy creativity, happy Christmas cards, whatever you got going on. See you then.